my first concert in London was with the Philharmonia. I did Tchaikovsky's Mozart Symphony. Not terribly well, of course. I just started to conduct, and I couldn't really conduct well, not at all. But I made some music that was sort of not bad, and even the reviews were good, which is quite amazing, you know, in London. And the Philharmonia Orchestra did their best to follow me, which was very difficult because I wasn't clear. I'm much clearer now, of course. And I was so grateful that they were so friendly with me. And they tried to play as well as they could. And Tony Pino was leading the orchestra then. He was terribly kind to me. He really tried to help me as much as he could, telling his section, other people, this, and everything, which I should have told them. Anyway, we had 2 concerts of the same program. After the second concert, I decided to give them a party, you know, champagne or something, I can't remember. And in the festival hall, in one of the reception rooms, many people came of the orchestra, like half of the orchestra came, very sweet. And I decided to go to one group, I think a brass players, somebody else, and I said, how nice that you came, thank you very much, and thank you for playing so well. It was difficult to follow me, wasn't it? One of them said, well, you know, you were just beginning, yeah? So, of course, you will learn a lot as you conduct more. But you know what? We like what you're trying to do. Please come back. Now, I'll never forget it, you know?
You haven't conducted any opera. Why is that?
Well, there's a very important reason, a practical reason. The reason is that since I'm still a pianist at the age of 70, and I, of course, had to learn a lot of repertoire because I wanted to, it takes an unbelievable amount of time to practice the piano the way I practice. And when I began to conduct, it was still a very, very much a secondary activity. And I never thought I will conduct on a very high level, which for some reason happened now. That took, again, a lot of time, going to great orchestras and conducting a lot of repertoire. I now have such a huge conducting repertoire, it's unbelievable. I have, well, you know, not everything, but as much as any professional conductor. And that took a lot of time too. How could I possibly, at that point, playing the piano like a madman and beginning to conduct, basically, of course, orchestral repertoire, how could I go to the opera where you have to have weeks and weeks rehearsing an opera and then so many performances? It never even occurred to me because there was no time to think about that, to apportion so much time to that. I might do something, but I'm not sure yet. It must be just the right circumstances, people with goodwill and understanding and wanting me to be there. Maybe I'll do it, maybe not, but it doesn't matter. I'm so grateful for what I have done that I don't aspire for anything. I'm very happy as it is.
But you have enjoyed working with singers, haven't you?
Oh, very much. Oh, it taught me so much. And that comes again from Richter's wife, Mrs. Dorliak, who was a very good singer. And he played with her so much. And I heard concerts when he accompanied her. And I understood at some point that if you want to play, I don't know, Chopin and Schumann and Rachmaninoff and Mozart and many other, maybe not so much in Beethoven's music, because there's not so much vocal line, but some, of course, also. But if you want to understand some of the lines in music, you must listen to great singers, because it's breathing, it's knowing the phrase, and that taught me so much. I can't tell you. I loved it. When I recorded all the Rachmaninoff songs with Elizabeth Söderström, it was one of the best times in my life. I enjoyed it so much.
You found something very similar when you played with Jacqueline Dupre too, didn't you? That she was a breather if ever there was one.
Oh, that was a unique experience, somehow. I'll never forget when Daniel said, "Why don't you play a concert with Jackie in South Bank Festival?" I said, "But you always play with her." "No, we'll play once with her." I said, "Well, I don't know." I was terribly shy and apprehensive. We rehearsed just about once. We played the repertoire, and Jackie said, "Oh, it feels like we played all our lives together. There's nothing to talk about." Everything was absolutely clear where it was going. And so, in a way, logical. What music wanted to say, he always knew. And it was total identification with what I felt about this music, what we played together. But that's why she said, it feels like we played all our lives together. Yes, that's what I felt too.
You're not one much for looking back, but you must sometimes look back when you get to be nearly 70, or maybe you don't, I hope you don't. But if you do look back, is there anything you would have wished otherwise?
I could always have played and conducted better. How much, to what degree, I don't know, but probably always could do better. Otherwise, that is the otherwise. That is the otherwise, to do things better. Whether I could have done it better, that nobody can answer this question. Otherwise, given the same circumstances, I probably would have done the same things.
And you've had no catastrophes, have you? Either in professional or human terms.
Don't talk about that.
Right.
I don't want to talk about such things.
What are your future plans?
Oh, well, I don't play so much now. It's sort of more and more difficult. But I'm blessed that I can conduct. And conducting is something else. You don't produce the notes, you don't play the passages, but you help good people, able people to do it, and hopefully make good music that's communicative, valid, and very important. That's my future.